But come on, he's a special runner. He's got a special, he's a good quarterback. I think he's gonna be a great quarterback in this league, and I'd want my quarterback with that mindset.
First down, fires it off for his intended target, Andrew Hawkins, and Hawkins is forced out of bounds after another first down to the 14-yard line, pushed out by Ian Logan.
Andrew Hawkins, he's got some giddy up, doesn't he? Look at his explosive young legs. He's an outside receiver there. There he is, an outside receiver. Farthest out, bang, little hitch. Got a couple blockers out front, bang, redirect right here and use your speed. He just blows by Garvin.
McPherson moving the ball crisply down the field. First down to the 14-yard line. Colbert in the flat, the pass just out of his reach.
Pressure off the edge in McPherson's face. Coburn free releasing out of the backfield. The pressure in McPherson's face with a short flat route into the boundary. And he's off target. See that develop. And, you know, it looks relatively simple because it's a short pass, Gord, but when you've got pressure in your face like that, things happen quickly. Adrian wasn't able to handle the pressure there.
8th play of the drive. McPherson. Lots of time, now gets outside on down, fires down near the goal line, has a man as the catch is made by Ben Cahoon right at the first down marker, and Cahoon says he got it. And he was covered on the play by Javon Johnson.
Yeah, this is with his legs here. He creates here. Nothing in the pocket. Gets pressured. Finds Cahoon sitting on the sidelines.
And you saw Cahoon just fight for that extra yard to get closer to the first down marker. Now Cahoon is retracting his earlier statement and saying they're just short.
Try to sell the officials on the field, but I tell you, Odell Willis was upset because he thought he got held by Jeff Parrott, and helmet came flying off. And
it is a first down for Montreal at the Winnipeg 4. First and goal.
This is a great drive from Montreal into the wind here in the third quarter, making a one-score game.
And flags are down. And is that time count against Montreal? And you see the frustration.
Illegal procedure. Montreal number 59, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
Josh Bork, the left tackle, is called. You can see some frustration along that Montreal offensive line.
Yeah, and McPherson, the young quarterback, shows some frustration towards the sidelines. He wants to play to get in earlier so he has a chance to set his team correctly.
Now first and goal from the 9. Fake to Colbert. McPherson fakes the throw in. Touchdown. Adrian McPherson goes in from 9 yards out. And the Montreal Alouettes are chipping away at this lead, now down 7 with a point after to come.
Philip Hunt, you can go to the sidelines here shortly and get acquainted with that oxygen tank. Because once again, he's in a sprint with McPherson as he gets outflanked on the edge. Right there, McPherson holds the fake long enough, and now he just walks in the end zone, not even running hard, as Philip Hunt in hot pursuit. McPherson coasting in the end zone. Critical drive for the Alouettes.
And he ran for 42 yards on that drive. So the Alouettes now down 6 here in the third. As Montreal celebrates on the Winnipeg sideline, defensive coordinator Mark Nelson giving his defense a very stern message.
Just ripping into him, because he saw this late last week against the Lions, where the young defensive end did not have contain, tried to make a play, was a little overzealous, and has cost his team. And he saw it again happen there, and he's trying to nip that in the butt right now.
Javon Johnson from the 10-yard line, looking for the corner. He's got blockers in front of him. Here comes Javon Johnson. And once again, the kicker, Damon Duvall, helps force him out of bounds along with Kerry Carter. It's a return of 46 yards on the kickoff. And meantime, for the Montreal Alouettes, the story is the feet of Adrian McPherson.
Yeah, and they're certainly happy feet on this drive. simply lighting it up, just keeping his poise in the pocket, shedding off tacklers, making him run, exploiting the defense with his legs, and lack of contain for a walk-in touchdown there. Agent McPherson bringing his team back in the ball game. My, how quickly the worm turns.
Great field position, though, for the Bombers from the Montreal 54, and Michael Bishop overthrows Brock Ralph. And Matt, you talked about the win. Winnipeg has it here in the third quarter, but has been outscored 9-0 thus far.
Yeah, it's not a big thing, but it will play a factor here. You know, the wind's not howling like it can here, but it is something to factor in. Some play calling, certainly punting, kicking, you know, and it is something to be aware of.
On second down, Bishop slings, has a man, Terrence Edwards, he's almost gone, tripped up at the 4-yard line. Billy Parker, I think, got the top of his shoe and stopped him from scoring his second touchdown of the game.
Oh, this is incredible throw. This is called knifing it in there. He's an inside guy. Watch him, he's right there. And he's just gonna, this is sick how small that window is and how quickly that ball gets there. And I think Terrence thought he was going in.
And Billy Parker just swiped his left foot and got him.
In desperation. That was the old shoestring tackle there. I think Edwards thought he was walking in once he had cleared it and caught it, and Parker said, nope, not today.
Now Bishop to the end zone, fighting for it there is Titus Ryan. Crowd hollering for a flag, and they'll get it on Marcus Dell.
Yeah, a ball that was underthrown. Still gave Titus Ryan a chance to go up and get it. He's a taller defender, a receiver on Marcus Dell's 5'9". Titus probably figures he's going to catch this ball 10 out of 10 times.
And now Ricky Santos will come in at quarterback for the Bombers with the ball scrimmage first and goal from the Montreal 1.
A lot of teams are doing this now, substituting their second or third team quarterback into these situations, and I'm always fearful of the quarterback-center exchange in these situations.
Santos goes straight ahead, and he has the touchdown against his former team that traded him in September.
And it looked like a vindictive, spiteful spike into the ground, too, afterwards, Gord. It's like in your face. Eat that. Yeah, I tell you, I mean, they love this kid. They talk about his abilities, not flashy. He does a lot of things well. He's very cerebral. He makes plays. And here's the spike. This is like, yeah, that feels good.
Chip Cox actually trying to break up the spike.
Yeah, he's trying to break up the fun bunch right there. Ricky says, nah. That's sweet.
He wanted that, and the Bombers needed it. Back up 13 here in the third. The Bomber lead is restored as Santos, who has been patiently biding his time behind Michael Bishop and Casey Bramlett, does his thing. And look at that, how the worm has turned in Winnipeg. Think back to late September when the Bombers were 3-8. They'd lost 3 in a row. They were outscored 88-24 in back-to-back games. They were looking for rails, tar, and feathers to get Mike Kelly out of town.
Yeah, and you know, just a feud, it seemed like, was, you know, back and forth, back and forth. But genius, I think, is a bit of a stretch. I've been knowing that guy for a long time, since '92. I mean, he's brilliant. He's a brilliant coach. But a genius, I'm not sure.
And now there's a scrap on the Winnipeg bench. It's Montreal's Walter Spencer into it. And there's been a lot of jawing back and forth, and Kelly's in there trying to pull his players back and giving to the officials as well.
He and Doggett are going at it, and you know, that's, to me, that's good old football right there. And that's not where you want to be if you're Walter Spencer. Mark Nelson pulling Doggett off of him. Coach Kelly. Now, Coach Kelly last night.
Look at Michael Bishop.
You don't know this, but Coach Kelly, he was on his knees praying to the porcelain god most of last night. He's very sick. He's manning up out here this afternoon watching his team play.
Backs are down as McPherson gets away. This will come back certainly, and Andre Perreault makes no hesitation, indicating it's holding against the Alouettes, and the entire Winnipeg bench made that call.
Yeah, it was easy to see, and Parrott's having his hands full. He's having a tough afternoon.
Holding Montreal number 54, 10-yard penalty, still first down.
He's having a tough afternoon, whether it be Philip Hunt or Odell Willis, whoever's lining up over top of him. He's top of your screen, and this time it's Philip Hunt. He grabs him high. Otherwise, McPherson's taking one in the chops. McPherson pulls it down. He doesn't know his right tackle's cheating. He pulls it down, thinks he's moved the chains, but it's backed up 10, forcing for a second, or first and long situation.
McPherson, quarterback draw. Gets around Simpson and gets up to the 40-yard line, so he picks up about 14 on the play.
You get that sense that young Adrian McPherson is not too interested and worried about how people perceive him as a quarterback right now. He's just playing the game, running the football, throwing the football, buying time. Seems like a different quarterback here in the second half.
For whatever reason, Matt, yourself included, young quarterbacks who run well take offense to being called that.
Oh, yeah, I mean, without question. I mean, I was going to say that earlier, didn't have time, but, you know, it's like it's a typical statement out of a running quarterback's mouth. He wants to be known as a passer.
Now McPherson throws it underneath. Kerry Watkins makes the catch at about the 45-yard line, very close to an Alouette first down. Well, Mike Kelly was talking about it last night, saying to us that, you know, for years people said about Damon Allen, make him be a quarterback, make him sit back in the pocket and throw on you. They threw for more yards than anyone in CFL history.
Also ran for 11,000 yards too. Yeah. So, and you know, yeah, that's a big part of that story. Tracy Ham.
Yeah.
Right.
You.
You know,
it used to bug you when people called you a running quarterback.
No, yeah, it did at the time. I look back on it. I didn't know how to do anything else. I couldn't read a defense. You know, it took me about 7, 8 years to figure it all out. You know, and first 7, 8 years, you're just trying to figure it out. And yes, if you have that ability, use it, because this is what the game will certainly lend itself to.
Look at this. Look at this.
That is old school right there.
Old school. Look at that, huh?
That is sick.
Thinking back July 14th, 94. How many yards did you throw for?
Not enough. We should have had 850, but we had 713 that game.
The CFL record that still stands. Alouettes gamble, third and a yard. Colburn stopped.
No sack.
He is wrapped up by Dorian Smith, and another huge defensive play by this Bomber defense.
That'll melt you together as a defensive unit, Gord. That'll get you going. That'll send some confidence riveting throughout the football team. That's the second time Montreal has tried to do that. First time they're successful. Second time the Winnipeg Bombers said, I've had enough.
Doug Brown in there as well. Brown had 7 tackles last week against BC. So it is a turnover on downs, and there's an injured Alouette offensive lineman on the play as well. And this time it is Josh Bork. Well, it wasn't a sack, but it was a stuff by the Winnipeg defense, and it gives us a chance to tell you about the sack tally, which is brought to you by Purolator, where business is going. And Winnipeg came in dead last in the league in sacks, but thanks to 4 today, they've moved up nicely. And the Montreal Alouettes, who had allowed the fewest sacks on the year, have given up 4.
Well, let me say this. Talking to Mark Nelson, talking to Doug Brown before the ball game, Doug points something out to me. First of all, I got a crick in my neck from looking up at that tall son of a gun. And he's going, Matty, he says, because we're talking about the defensive philosophy. One got away last week with Travis Lulay and the BC Lions and how they didn't pressure him, Gord. And Doug says, Matt, you know, we're the only team, and you can check this. He says, we're the only team that only has sacks from its defensive line.
Right.
There's no defensive back. There's no linebacker, because their propensity to rush just 3 and 4. They need the pressure, and they're only getting it by their defensive line. To have 4 today is a huge accomplishment for them against that offensive line.
First turnover by the Alouettes sets up the Bombers at the Montreal 45-yard line. And Bishop once more has a man over the middle. And he's got it complete down there to Brock Ralph, his new favorite target. And that's another first down on a pickup of 22 yards.
Yeah, I saw that play develop early, and, you know, so did Michael Bishop. And, you know, as a quarterback, you want to throw guys open so they have room to run once they're into that open area and not wait. And sometimes Michael can hang on to the football a little too long and rely on his strong arm and knife it in there in a hurry. And that time is exactly what he did.
On first down, he's throwing again, going to the end zone, and it is complete. He was looking down there for Darius Bowman, who thought he was held, and the ball squirted out. Matthew Pruill was there on the coverage.
Well, they're being aggressive here with Montreal's defense right now, feeling like they have them on the ropes, extending the ball down the football field, attacking DeAndre Dix right there, and, you know, why not? Got a matchup like that.